Don't downplay the law. This is another trap that people fall into. They're so worried about people that are overzealous about the law that they overreact and they try to make the law not that important because, well, maybe if they just didn't take it quite that seriously or quite that severely, maybe I could calm them down a little bit. No, it's a terrible idea. This is a verse that's taken out of the context all the time. It drives me crazy. I could probably do a whole talk about this. But Matthew 23:23, this is where Jesus is attacking the Pharisees for the way that they are interpreting the law. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you tithe mint and dill and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy and faithfulness. These you ought to have done without neglecting the others. And commonly what you hear this is like, well, why are you so hung about that? That's not a weighty law. And that's a terrible interpretation of this verse. I'll be honest, it really bothers me that somebody could even read that into this verse. Because look at the way it ends. This you ought to have done without neglecting the others. Jesus is not criticizing them for the meticulous way that they tithe, that they literally tithe their spices. He's actually telling them to continue their pedantic meticulousness, if you want to look at it that way, right? He's not criticizing them on that at all. What he's saying is you should do that, but don't forget this. He's actually trying to tell them to be more zealous about their law abiding and less concerned about just what they want to do. It would seem like they made a big to-do about certain things to others in order to show off how meticulous they were and neglected other things. That is the concern, right? Which is not the same thing as downplaying the law. He does not do that. He doesn't dismiss their zealousness. He says that they are hypocrites because there are certain things that they are not doing that they are asking other people to do. That's the issue. And look at what he says are the weightier matters of the law. Justice. Justice is the proper respect to somebody's behavior within the law and the consequences that are deserved within the law. What about faithfulness? Faithfulness to what? The law, right? Faithfulness to God's morality. So somebody could clearly say that a weightier matter of the law could be almost any law that asks that God's asking you his obedience, because most obedience is a test of your faithfulness of God's instructions. So this doesn't work. Even if you don't agree with what I just said, this isn't going to work with somebody who's very zealous. You're going to sound like you're just trying to eliminate the law or something, because this is not a good way of parsing out this verse.